Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. Tonight we are streaming live on YouTube from Benilde-St. Margaret's High School, bringing you Metro West Conference Boys Basketball, the final home game of the season for the Red Knights. My first game seeing them all year, and we are in for a treat tonight. Don't let these records fool you. 7-18 Trojans come in against the 21-4 Knights. The Knights are ranked number 1 or 2 in the state. They've been there almost all year. They are loaded. State tournament on their mind. Sections start next week. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. And I want to remind you, even though the Red Knights are 9-1 in their last 10, and the new Prague Trojans are 3-7, they're 3-1 in their last 4. And when these two teams met back on January 24th, it was a close game that Benilde won by just a few, and now we're back to play in Benilde's home court. Last game before the sections, and you can feel the tension. We got a very vocal student section to our left, and we're underway from Red Knightville, St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Again, glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports, and with the tip, that is Jaleel Donnelly, the sophomore, leading the offense. Man-to-man defense by the Trojans. Good ball rotation to start on the top to Abu Kaita. Now on the far side, shot and a foul on number 3. That is Nathan Burkhardsmeyer, the senior forward. He averages 6 a game. Foul number 1. Just underway here on ParkTV 16. The nice shot drive by number 5, Jaleel Donnelly. He's averaging 14.1 a game. He's 66% from the line. And that one hits the front rim and off to the left. The left-hander Donnelly, just a sophomore. 3rd leading scorer on the team, actually the 2nd leading scorer behind Jalen Wilson, and he gets the second one to go. 1-0 Red Knights on their first possession, and they are showing full court pressure now. Man-to-man, is it going to be somewhat token? Yet a little bit. Man-to-man defense by the Red Knights, so both teams man-to-man. Now with the ball, number 1, that's Henry Novak. He's a junior, averaging 7.6. He drives the lane and draws the foul, and it's going to be called on number 23, Abu Kaita. Right here on the drive, here's the replay, and there's the foul. Got him on the arm. And to the line to shoot 2, number 1, Henry Novak Jr. And he'll get his first shot here to try to tie it up. 17:28 to go. Again, glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. And Novak makes the first one. Again, these Trojans come in with a decidedly losing record, but have been 3-1 in their last 4. I don't expect this one to be easy for the Red Knights. Not a lot of empirical evidence to support that statement. It's just a feeling I have. Now on the near side, that's number 24, Jalen Wilson. Wilson now kicks it out on top to number 23, Kaita. And he gets the 3 to go, and that excites the home student section. 4-2 Red Knights. 17 minutes to go, first half. Inlet pass to the far wing, now to the near side to number 21. That is George Songi, and he gets it to go. And he hits a 3 and puts the Trojans up by 1, 5-4 early on. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Wilson now on the left flank, now driving number 5, Donnelly. Good game here early on, 16 and a half minutes to go. Now with the ball at the top of the key, Jaleel Donnelly. Gives it up to number 1, Jaden Daisy. Daisy now gets pushed back, hits the deck, no call. Now from way outside, the 3, and it's good. And boy, is that a silky, smooth shot by Jaleel Donnelly. My goodness. If you're New Prague, you got to get up on him. And now the steal by Donnelly, he's feeling it. Nice low look pass underneath. That was a work of art by Donnelly. Couldn't convert underneath Kaita. My goodness, if we can get that pass on a replay, that was spectacular. Now the interception and the foul. They didn't call, he comes in, gets it to go, and that's number 13, Elliot Huther. He's the lone senior on senior night, gets the steal and the lay-in, puts the Red Knights up by 4 with 15:47 to go. Now the Trojans in the front court, and the intensity level has kicked up a notch. On the far right flank, number 21, that is Songy. Top of the key, tight man-to-man defense by the Red Knights. They're up by 4. Now down to the low post to number 33, LaRue. LaRue can't find any room, has to kick it back out to the near side. Now driving, ball almost stolen. Regained by number 1, Novak. Now to the top of the key, to the right wing. That again is Novak. One against number 1, Jaden Daisy. Nice bounce pass, inlet pass to number 4, Washa. Washa looking for room. Nice bounce pass underneath, and a great look by Washa as he saw the wide open Spencer LaRue. As you saw the Red Knight defense crowd in on the far side, and now here comes number 5, Jaleel Donley. Slowly bringing it up. Red Knights up by 2 with the ball. 14:50 to go, first half. Now driving the left side, coming back now to the far right, near side, and there's big contact, and they're going to call the block on New Prague. That could have gone either way. Look at that sweet-looking shot by number 23, Abu Kaita, averaging 11.1 a game and showing why right there with that gorgeous stroke. Now inbounds pass underneath, 14:43 to go. Team fouls, 2 for the Trojans, 1 for the Red Knights. Again, 14:43 remaining as they get set. Inbounds pass by number 5, Donley, gets it up to Kaita, now on the top of the key to Jaden Daisy underneath. Shot, couldn't quite get there. It may have been blocked by New Prague. Great defense by the Trojans, and now they bring it into the front court. Now top of the key to number 15, that's James Kavanaugh. Reverses to the near side to 21, Songy. Bounce pass, good ball rotation by the Trojans. Look left, outside and in, and he gets it to go in. Off the rim, around the world, and off the board by number 4, Washa. And he ties it at 9, 14:07 to go. Now driving, Kaita almost lost it, but was able to regain it and get it out to the top of the key. Now Donley. Donley drives right side, left-handed shot off the back of the rim, rebound into the hands of Spencer LaRue for the Trojans. And now number 4, Washa has it, and they bring it up. Now to the left side, again to number 15, Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh waits, drives, looks, cross-court pass to number 4, Washa. Washa drives the left hand, gets it to go, and the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot the and one. And now the Trojans up by 2. Nice hard drive, and there was Huther with the reach-in foul. That'll be his first, second team. 2 team fouls apiece for the Red Knights. Now substitutions for the Red Knights. Huther will have a seat. Checking in number 30, Christian Wiggins, along with number 3, Ron Lee. But at the line right now, Noah Washa. Averages 12 a game. He couldn't convert there. 2-point lead for the Trojans as we approach 13:30 to go here, first half. Now, number 5, Jaleel Donley plays catch with Kaita. Now Jaden Wilson, he hasn't scored yet. That ball gets stripped cleanly, and they're gonna say it went off Wilson's thigh or some other body part. Here is Wilson looking for his first points. That was all ball there, and that looked like all ball there. Good call, and it went off Wilson's leg. So Wilson averaging 7.8, and I think he's scoreless, if not maybe 1. We don't have a statistician, so I won't be completely accurate on that, so please forgive me. But now the Trojans into the front court. They're up by 2 underneath. Great look, and he gets the second chance and can't get it to go. They're gonna wish they had that. Tough break for the Trojans. Now driving, Ron Lee off the board and in. I don't know if he called it, but it counts all the same. Ron Lee off the bench. 1 for 1 and much needed shot. We've got 4 bones on the scoreboard. 11-11, 12:51 to go. Now in the low post. This is gonna be a battle. LaRue against Wilson. He's looking, can't find an answer. Gets it back out to the outside. The shot not made. Rebound though into Kavanaugh's hand. Another chance for New Prague. That's their second offensive rebound in 2 trips. Keep an eye on that stat if you're watching at home. Now on the outside. Kavanaugh, cross court to number 1, Novak. Novak tries right side. There's no shot clock in high school basketball, but it's coming. Now Kavanaugh drives the baseline on the far side. Wide open shot, can't get it to go, was number 4, Noah Washa. We're still tied at 11 apiece. Now to the front court for the for the Red Knights. Number 5, Jaleel Donnelly. And number 30 now off the bench, Christian Wiggins, the freshman. Both substitutions by Coach Damian Johnson have paid off. Since they've come in, they've scored 4 points total combined. Great substitutions. 13-11, Red Knights. That could have been a travel, I felt. No go, and so the Trojans are having a difficult time converting. They're getting their opportunities down low, and they just can't complete them. If they are, then they are in the lead. Now, Wilson goes down off the rim, rebound by number 23, Abu Kaita, dominating on the boards. That was big time rebounding by Kaita. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Now the Trojans into the front court. To the left side, that's Henry Novak. As we approach 11-11 to go, our score 15-11. Quick jump shot from the outside, falls short, rebound into the hands of Donnelly. He's off to the races. He'll bring it all the way, left hand scooping in. What a pretty play again by number 5, Jaleel Donnelly, and that. I thought there was going to be a timeout there, but there's not, and now almost stolen by Ron Lee, and he can't quite get there. And they are engaged on defense, the Red Knights. Look at this scoop shot. That is a work of art, suitable for framing for Jaleel Donnelly. And now we do have a timeout. I sense there should be, and I was not wrong, and so we'll bring you a little announcements on St. Louis Park. They're the sponsors of ParkTV 16 Sports. And wow, what a first half so far. Our score is 17-11, 10:47 to go. First half, New Prague has had a lot of opportunities. They just aren't converting underneath. I can think of maybe 3 or 4 easy baskets that went by the wayside. If they can just figure out a way to convert those, they're going to be in this game. But right now, the Red Knights are smelling blood, I feel. They're off to a 6-point lead, and they know this is a tough New Prague team. They're not going to go away easily. They're from southern Scott County. I grew up over near there. I know the culture. They are tough kids. We'll see if this timeout helps. And now coming back onto the court, Ron Lee, number 3. He got a couple points. He has really inspired this team, and he has been a catalyst along with number 3, 30, Christian Wiggins. And of course, number 5, Jaleel Donnelly's putting on a show early on here, folks. Good reason to stay with the broadcast, just to watch the talent on this court. It's a privilege to be here. All right, now full court pressure by the Red Knights. Inbound, under 11 to go, first half. Keep a clock on the 10-second timeline. They just got it across. I wasn't keeping track exactly, of course, but it felt like it was going to be close. All right, now New Prague into the front court to the near side. That's Washa, number 4, looking for something to do. Puts it on the ground. Now number 21. Look at the tight defense. Songy right on him is number 1. Jaden Daisy causes almost a turnover, but it goes out of bounds in favor of New Prague. Sanji, is that how you can Sanji, okay, Sanji. Throw in for number 4, Noah Washa. 10:16 remaining first half. Goes up top. Oh, and they're just losing it. It was there for number 24, Galvin Sohai, the senior, and he finally comes away with it, but it's an over and back. Great pressure by Donnelly. He's having a heck of a game. Look at that quick, cat-like quick reflexes. Right up there, goes over and back, and there's the hustle. Donnelly. Just a sophomore, a junior, Donnelly, 13.2 a game. Now Ron Lee, number 3, outside, Wiggins! Are you kidding me? He doesn't even start, and he might be the leading scorer. 20-11 our score. 9-point lead for the Red Knights, and now we've got trouble. If you're a Trojan fan, Ron Lee comes in. Oh, they're gonna call the charge on Lee. You be the judge on the replay. Here it is. Forcing the turnover. What, did he have position? No way did he have position. He's moving back. Unfortunate call if you're a Red Knight fan. 20-11, 9:42 to go, full court press. The Red Knights not showing any mercy here. Last game before the sections, they do need to make a statement. I don't blame them. Now here come the Trojans into the far corner, outside, nice rotation, and now finally a make for number 21, George Sanji. He gives the big clap. They've been a little cold from, now the scoreboard is down. And now it's back, so we're good. Look at that nice three-point shot. Off the bench after the timeout. No, he's not off the bench, but it was after the timeout by number 21, George Sanji. He averages 5.7 a game, and he's got half of them right there with that three. And our differential is 6 points, 9:31 to go. We had some technical difficulties. I think the scoreboard became unplugged, but everything's okay. Now back underway. Again, just under 9.5 minutes to go. Now driving the left side. That's number 1, Jaden Daisy, and he gets it to go. Or that was number 15 on the rebound, actually. Caden Wells averaging 6.1. 9:11 to go. Full court press. And that's going to be a foul on Ron Lee. That'll be his first or second personal, perhaps. His second personal, team fourth, as opposed to the Trojans' their 2 team fouls. And now we see Elliot Huther, who will be honored along with 4 other managers at halftime. And I believe we'll be bringing you that, so stay with us for that. Senior night, always a special night in all the high schools. Now New Prague with the ball. They are down 8 into the front court. That is Sanji. Sanji to Washa, number 4. Washa, tight defense, drives, kicks it out to the near corner. Rotation to Kavanaugh, comes in, and he gets, oh, they're gonna call a offensive foul on number 15, James Kavanaugh. He was going away from me, so I couldn't quite tell, but let's see what the replay can show. Right in there, yep, that is a charge. I do believe the Red Knight got there just in time. So that'll be the 3rd team foul, first personal on number 15, James Kavanaugh for New Prague. Now to the front court with an 8-point lead is Donley, number 5. Wow, he's quick. My goodness. The give and a charge goes the other way against the Red Knights, number 15, Caden Wells. Here's that replay, the quick. He had a little bit of an angle, comes in. Could have gone either way. New Prague with the ball. Trying to figure out this full court pressure. 8:27 to go first half. 8-point lead still for the Red Knights. Now Sanji. Washa, top of the key. Near side on the wing to Kavanaugh. Cross court to Sanji. Bounce pass in the corner and can't execute it. And that's a miscue on New Prague. Turnover. Red Knight ball as Donley will have a seat. Jaden Wilson checks back in. He's their leading scorer, been quiet tonight. So New Prague's done a nice job on him as we look at head coach Damian Johnson, former Gopher. He's got a great team here. They're heading to the state tournament if they can get things to go their way in the sections, of course. Now Jaden Wilson. And there was some contact there. They're letting him play a little bit. Now coming in, number 23, that is Abu Kita. That ball goes off the back rim and into the hands of Washa. He picked up his dribble but didn't get caught with it. Now Kavanaugh down low, tries to get to Washa, and there was no height advantage there. Good idea, just ill-conceived. And now on the left side, number 15 gets that one to go. Caden Wells averaging 6.1. Nice drive. Now the throw-in. 10-point lead, largest of the night for the Red Knights. 7:25 to go here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now onto the left side. Kavanaugh drives Intercepted by number 1, Daisy. Gets to Huther, gets it back to Daisy, but it went through Kaita first. And that is great ball teamwork. My goodness. It's like the Los Angeles Lakers off to the races in the early 80s. Now coming in, the shot, he gets it to go, and they're going to count it, and the and one, and just what the Trojans needed. Coming right in there, the tough kid, number 4, Noah Washa, the senior, somehow makes it happen. Stays within 10, and there's the earlier transition to Huther, to Kaita, and down low, the great vision. He found Jaden Daisy all alone for the easy land. 10-point lead, and now the missed free throw on the and one. 10-point lead for the Red Knights, matches their largest of the evening. Now, look at the quick dribbling here. This is quite the show, folks. There's going to be a foul before the shot called on New Prague. Team fouls now 6 on the Red Knights. Look at this quick. There's the foul right there on Sanji. Sanji's first personal, team 4th. So, however, the Trojans are in the bonus, so any fouls on the Red Knights will put the Trojans at the line. If I'm the head coach of the Trojans, I'm driving on the Red Knights, trying to go to the line, keep the clock, slow it down, try to win it at the free throw line. Huther's shot from top of the key ends up in the hands of number 33, Spencer LaRue. Now a chance for the Trojans to cut this lead, and they should know they've got an advantage on this foul. They should be driving, trying to draw fouls, go to the line, get the one-and-ones and make them. Now Washa. Great defense by the Red Knights, just smothering. They've only given up 16 points here with only 6 to go in the first half. That's incredible. Now the far side, Sanji lets it fly, and he gets it to go. That's his 2nd in a row. And if you're the Red Knights, you put someone on him, you don't let him shoot again. He is hot right now. Now here come the Red Knights to the near side. Wilson, who's been very quiet here, scoring-wise first half. Huther, quick rotation to the far side to Caden Wells. He drives the lane. Wow, I've never seen such great ball rotation in high school basketball in person. That ball, though, misses, and now here come the Trojans. They're going to make a run here. You get the feeling. Here's Sanji. He's 2 for 2 for his last 3 attempts. He's being guarded by Jaden Razy. Keep an eye on that man. Oh, they're playing a matchup zone here now, I just noticed. They're not staying with the player. That means they play man-to-man in a zone. It's hard to be an offense if you don't recognize it. And it's not easy to play on the defensive end. Sort of a hybrid between the man-to-man, and there's the interception, and that's where it can fool the offense. And here comes Daisy on the other end, and the foul is going to be on New Prague's number 24, Gavin Solheide, and that's a good foul if you're a Trojan fan. That was going to be a for sure 2, stops the momentum. So now there's 4:55 to go, and let's look at Sanji's 2nd 3 in a row. With a hand coming right at him. That is cool hand Luke right there. Now Daisy gets that one to go. It's a hard-fought game here, folks. Stay with us. It's very entertaining. 27-19, 4:55 to go. Jaden Daisy, he's averaging 13.2 a game. He's 60% from the line. He made the first one, gets the second one. Their lead back to 9. Daisy will have a seat, checking back in. Christian Wiggins, number 30. Last time he checked in, he had 2 baskets. He is very effective off the bench. All right, now full court press. Now Sanji pulls up to the near side in the corner. That's Spencer LaRue underneath to Washa. You can't get it to go. He had the chance, just didn't quite get it up high enough. Got to execute right at the end, and now from the outside, the shot taken by Wiggins. He came off the bench, couldn't get that one to go, and now that goes out of bounds. On the miss, Trojans now have possession, 4.5 minutes to go. First half, full court pressure. Constant. by the Red Knights. Donnelly all over Washa. See how he switched there? That means he's playing a matchup zone. Now from the outside, big Spencer LaRue couldn't get it to go. Now back in, Jaden Wilson finally gets on the board, and we wonder if that won't get him going. There's that smile. I don't think he'd scored all game long. He averages 17.8. And that's sometimes what you need. You just need an easy one to get those scoring juices going. 3:53 to go. Now the Trojans into the front court. To the near side, Sanji. Huther, the senior on senior night, all over him. Now in the corner, down low, the bounce pass, and saving it was for Noah Washta. Oh, Kavanaugh was open there, I thought. He's got size on Donnelly. They could take advantage of that if they get it down there. The shot taken by Washa, out of bounds. The save attempt doesn't work. Now here come the Red Knights. Number 30, Christian Wiggins. Could be a relation to another Wiggins that we might know that used to play around here. Maybe not, I don't know. Near side, I know his sister played around here, as I thought. But anyway, now here come the New Prague Trojans on the rebound. They're down 11. Largest lead for the Red Knights. 3 minutes to go, and there's going to be a foul called on Donnelly. And that will put the Trojans to the line. And this is what I'm talking about, strategy-wise, for the Trojans. Here comes Jaden Wilson as he cut right in there, smooth as a Ferrari, coming right in there, getting that to go. 30-19 our score, exactly 3 minutes to go. At the line, George Sanji, and he has had a heck of a first half. He's kept the Trojans in this thing, and he couldn't get that to go. Rebound, though, big rebound for New Prague. Can they make the Red Knights pay? Down low, LaRue. Down low, underneath the give and go, gets it to go. He goes down hard, Henry Novak, and a great give and go from LaRue to Novak. Pulls the Trojans within 9. Now back into the front court. Ron Lee, outside shot, short off the rim, rebound into the hands of Washa for the Trojans. 2:34 to go, he's got the ball, they're down 9, 3-possession game. Still first half, picks up his dribble, almost loses it. Now into the far corner, Kavanaugh puts the fake drive, picks up his dribble into the near side to Novak. Novak drives, back to Kavanaugh, now Sanji. Sanji now, 2:16 to go first half. I feel an important possession here for the Trojans. Washa, great defense by the Red Knights. Here comes Sanji, drives in with the alley-oop and the go, and what a move by that guy right there, George Sanji. He's got 8 for sure, maybe more. The majority of New Prague. Watch this, no travel here. Comes in, up, underneath, and off the board and in. Beautiful play by the Trojan, number 21, George Sanji, a junior. He only averages 5.7. Actually, I don't say only, that's very respectable, but he's got 8 at least in my memory bank, and he might have another one that I can't remember. If you're the Red Knights, you need to find an answer for him. Now Donnelly comes in with a short jumper off the rim, and now the Trojans have got to be smelling an opportunity here as they're now within 7 and possession. Chance to cut it to 6 or 5 this trip down. Minute 37 to go. Kavanaugh drives, he's got an opening, comes in, stops, King, oh, he gets it to go. They've been missing on those easy shots underneath, and that one barely made it. And that could be a confidence booster for the Trojans with 1:22 to go. Now the Red Knights up by 5. Their lead's been cut in half. Now driving is number 15, Wells. Near side, coming in hard. And it's gonna be an offensive foul on number 1, Jaden Daisy. Taking the hit, Henry Novak, as he gets up gingerly. Let's see, judge for yourself at home right there. Those can always go either way, but it's arguable, and that is a charge. 18 fouls. Now the throw in. Chance for New Prague to cut it to 3 or 2 with almost a minute to go. 1:07. Now to the front court, Washa. At the top of the key, Washa comes in, uses his body, and he gets it to go. And he's getting, oh, they're gonna call the, what are they calling here? Yeah, I think it's the and one. He's gonna go to the line or no? Watch, yes he is. This is an and one And those shots underneath are now starting to drop for the Trojans. Washa at the line with 54.1 seconds to go. A chance to cut it to 2. I thought this game was going to be closer than the record. It cannot make that to convert. Those are going to haunt the Trojans. Now the far side trying to stop the momentum. The shot from way outside, short, off a Trojan. 47 seconds remaining. Wow, what a great game this is. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. You can check out our website and watch it in the future, either at YouTube or on ParkTV 16 Sports website. Now on the far side, Donnelly, will he end the drought? Wilson underneath, tries to save it. Successfully does, but in whose hands? Wash's hands. 35 seconds to go. New Prague with the ball and a chance to tie. And that ball, and it's off. A turnover caused by number 30, Christian Wiggins, the freshman, playing heads-up defense. Late here in half number 1, 31.7 seconds, and this could be a swing. A chance for the Trojans to tie it up. That trip could turn into a 6-point deficit. Will the Red Knights make him pay? And Kaida can't get it to go. Rebound Kavanaugh. They call a jump ball, and the possession arrow, I feel, looks like, I can't see it from my vantage point, but it favors the Trojans. So great defense, and look at the crowd here. You can see the pensiveness of those Red Knight fans. They know they've got a load on their hands here with the Trojans. They took at least an hour-long bus ride to get here from Southern Scott County. Far side, intercepted by number 15, Caden Wells. He comes in. Donnelly, pass off the mark underneath to Wilson. Oh, they're going to call the foul on number 3, Nathan Burkhartsmeyer, with 4.2 seconds. And the Red Knights will go to the line. Here's this replay. Donnelly, that was off the mark. There was good defense position there by Kavanaugh, but look at, like he's got eyes in the back of his head as he found number 24, Jalen Wilson. And now Wilson at the line. And he gets that to go. I just believe that's his 3rd point of the first half. He averages 17, so the Trojans doing a nice job keeping him under wraps as he extends the lead to 4. They were up by 11 not that long ago. The Trojans have come back here late in half number 1, and now Wilson stems the tide. It's been a while since the Red Knights have scored. 4.2, now Sanji. And they're just gonna hold the ball and not even try to shoot it, and that will be the buzzer to signal the end of half number 1. Our score from Benilde-St. Margaret's 32-27. Come on back for the exciting second half on ParkTV 16 Sports. Oh, we're gonna stay here for senior night as well, so stay for that. And we are going to stay for that, are we not here, Paul? All right, well, I can start to give a little heads up as they start to organize the festivities. And what a first half that was. I don't want to say it was chaotic, but it was action-packed, and we're going to have a heck of a second half. But before that, it is senior night. This is the last home game of the year. The Red Knights obviously are having a heck of a year. I think they're ranked number 1 in Class 3A, or number 2 anyway. And then, of course, their sisters, the Red Knights, are also ranked number 1 and 2. But tonight now it is senior night, which is fairly typical for the last home game of most high schools. And tonight, they're going to honor 5 individuals, actually 6. One is Elliot Huther. There he is right there. He is a senior. He's going to be playing football at St. Thomas next year, according. And that's a big deal. They've entered the Summit Conference Division I football. So Elliot Huther, also a basketball player there, is proud parents who indicate here that they want to tell him how proud they are of him and how much they appreciate his work ethic, kindness, and sense of humor. And they've written in here, they are excited for the adventures in his future. Chris and Shane Huther with their son, Elliot, senior captain. And now, let's see, who else? We have number 33, and he is not in the program, but I do have his name here. That is Owen Coogan, and that is number 10. I'm not sure who that is. I apologize. But congratulations to him, and look at his proud. Look at the big smile on his parents. That is just priceless there. Very, very proud moment. All right, this is Jack Dietz. So they have him listed as a manager, so when he's in a uniform, that is what confused me. So my apologies. So there's only one player that actually plays, and then they've got these other gentlemen as managers. So that's Jack Dietz with his parents, and managers are incredibly important. I played 3 high school sports, and they were always managers, student managers, and it was definitely a team environment. They were a big part of it. And there is number 11. And I think that's Moti Yota with his parents, listed here as a student manager. And there is some things written here, and he has some advice. He says, stay consistent in the offseason so you won't fall behind. And that is Jack Schull, also a manager. He also is involved with football and baseball. And what has he enjoyed being about a manager? He says, getting to know the players and coaches and watching really good basketball. He is not kidding there. Look at his proud parents. The red baseball hat. You really can feel the love and support there, can't you? And there are all the seniors. So Joe Amoth, I missed his name. Oliver Bastian, Jack Dietz, Moti Yota, Jack Schull, student managers, and Elliot Huther, the captain. All the seniors, there they are with their parents. And that is our senior night from Benilde-St. Margaret's 2023 style. So there's our halftime score. We've got 9 minutes before the beginning of the second half. Don't forget to come back. It's going to be a heck of a second half here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder have been guiding Boys Town in our work with kids and families for over a century. Today, the ideals of equality and respect are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. Whether you're a parent, grandparent, or guardian of a toddler, teen, or someone in between, we've got parenting guides, articles, videos, tools, and quick tips on a variety of subjects, all developed with love by Boys Town's experts.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me kindness. Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet today to receive your Teach Love magnet. It's a great reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home, and Boys Town is there to help along the way.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are in St. Louis Park, Minnesota on a beautiful Friday, early spring 40-degree day, but inside the intensity and the heat is at a fever pitch. It is 32-27. Red Knights, they're ranked number 1 or 2 in the state, I can't remember, taking on their Metro West Conference rivals from way far south, Scott County, coming in here, putting up a fight, 32-27, and now an early turnover by the Red Knights in New Prague. They were down 11 midway through half number 1. They fought back to within 3 before the first half ended. They were down 5, and now a quick turnover just underway here on ParkTV 16 Sports. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. Now to the front court, going left to right for the Trojans. That's LaRue, number 33. Top of the key, Sanji, he had a heck of a first half from the floor, shooting 8 points at least, a couple of key threes and an and one. He might have 10. Now driving, Washa, LaRue, quick side jump shot, short off the rim. Rebound though by New Prague, and it's gonna be a foul on Huther, the senior, right there, number 13. So off the bat here early for the Red Knights, a turnover and a foul. Their first team of the second half. Now checking in number 24 for the Trojans. That is Gavin Solheide. Throw in underneath by number 4, Noah Washa. Top of the key, LaRue passes up the wide open, takes a step in and gets that one to go. Trojans within 3, 17-19 to go. Red Knights into the front court. They're ranked number 1. They come in 21-4. And they've got their work cut out. LaRue underneath, Jaden Wilson averaging 17.1, draws the foul on LaRue, and he'll go to the line. He was awful quiet from the floor first half. Comes right in, and he gets fouled by the body. So first team foul on the Trojans, first personal on number 33, Spencer LaRue. And we watched LaRue on the other end just prior, getting that mid-range jumper to go from just about the free throw line. And Wells having a tough night from the floor so far. Their leading scorer, 17.8 a game. He's 77% from the line with his second attempt with 17:06 to go. And he gets that to go. So 4-point lead for the Red Knights. And they are at the full court press once again, as they did throughout the first half. Sanji handles it into the front court for the Trojans at the top of the key. That's Nathan Burke-Hardmeyer. Now to number 24, that is Gavin Solheide as he gives it up to number 4, Noah Washa. Washa at the top of the key to the left side. Burke-Hardmeyer now at the post underneath, and he gets fouled again by Huther. That's his second of the second half. That'll be the team's second. So the senior right there got him with the body and the arm. Very clear there. That's his third personal. And making the free throw is Noah Washa, the senior. He averages 12 a game for the Trojans, and Huther will have a seat with 3 personals. 2-team for the Red Knights now. The second attempt by number 4, Noah Washa. And he gets that to go, and now the Trojans are just within 2 early in the second half. On the road in St. Louis Park. In the front court is Donley. Now Wilson. Wilson triple teamed, has to give it up out top. And the jump shot made, the 3 by Christian Wiggins. He averages 8.3 a game, and he's just a freshman out there. And he has contributed mightily for the Red Knights tonight. Coming off the bench in the first half with a couple key baskets, and they're right away in the second half off the bench. Getting a key basket, a 3. Putting the Red Knights up by 5. New Prague struggles to get in the front court. Sanji pulls up his dribble. Now to number 4, Washa. Washa now backs up to the far wing to number 33, Spencer LaRue, the senior. Now almost intercepted by Wiggins. Wiggins really making his impact felt here tonight. Now Sanji on the near side, being guarded by who else? Wiggins. Now to the near side, 24, Gavin McLeod. Solheide, I should say. Now on the far side, that's number 4, Washa. He takes the big 3 off the back rim. Rebound into the hands of Donnelly. He's off to the races. Look out now on the fast break. Underneath, he looked for Kaida, and he couldn't handle the pass underneath. Great look by Donnelly. As we look at Wilson, kick it out to Christian Wiggins. Sweet looking shot by the freshman 9th grader. Foul, 5-point lead for the Red Knights. Now into the near corner for the Trojans, number 3, Burke-Hardmeyer. And now the miscue, and it was saved on that far side by Burke-Hardmeyer. Now 21, Sanji. Been a key part of the scoring equation for the Trojans in the first half. Now the give and go underneath, and they get it to go. Beautiful give and go. Backdoor pass to number 4, Washa. Trojans now within 3. Donnelly within in the front court. Cross court pass to number 1, Daisy. Daisy now back to Kita. Way outside the 3. In and off the rim, into the hands of Washa. Now Washa slowly brings it up. Less pressure this time by the Red Knights. 3-point differential. New Prague looking to tie it up or come within 1. This trip down, Sanji comes in, and they are starting to feel it now. The Trojans are within one. Their record comes in 7-18 against the number 1 team in the state, but they're 3-1 in their last 4. And they are putting up a fight here against the Metro West Conference rival Red Knights. And the back and forth, and look at Christian Wiggins, the freshman, starting to put on a clinic here in the second half. And now he forces another turnover. My goodness. You want to talk about a rising star? This kid right here. Look at that dribble back, step back jumper make. Keeping the Red Knights, and now he takes another one from outside, and that's just short. Rebound into the hands of number 15, Kavanaugh. Now Washa. What a game this is. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. That's Sanji for New Prague. Unbelievable drama here in St. Louis Park. Now Sanji, top of the key to Kavanaugh. Donnelly on him. Little less pressure, I would say, a little less intensity on defense, it feels like underneath. Washa with the swoop. My goodness, if that had gone in, that would have been suitable for framing by Washa. And it goes out of bounds off the Red Knights, and now a timeout on the court taken by Coach Dan Paterka for New Prague as we look at those Metro West Conference standings. And don't let those numbers deceive you. There is New Prague, right? Second to the bottom in the conference at 4-9, 17-18 overall, and yet they are putting up a fight against the number 1 team in the state, arguably, the Benilde Red Knights, 38-35. Timeout on the court early here in the second half. 13:31 to go, and the Red Knights are loaded this year. I remember last year we did some section games. They had a tough come-from-behind loss to Mound Westonka, but this year they are back with a vengeance at 21-4, 11-2 in the conference. They're 9-1 in their last 10, and this is their final home game of the regular season before sections next week, and we've got a packed house here at the home gym of the Red Knights. I knew it was going to be a big crowd when I drove in here tonight. That parking lot was a lot more full than I've seen it in past seasons, and there's a reason for it. This is great, entertaining basketball by these Red Knights. Must-see TV. There's Damian Johnson in the white jersey, their head coach, former Gopher. He's got these guys playing on all cylinders, but tonight they've got their work cut out against a very tough New Prague Trojan team. And they have the ball underneath with a chance to tie it with 13.5 to go, second half. Again, glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Outside three-point shot, just off the rim. Rebound in the hands of Donnelly, and he's off to the races. He's got his head up. He comes in, left side drives, and easy basket. You got to pick up the ball when they come down the court. That didn't happen for New Prague. 5-point lead for the Red Knights, 13:07 to go. Full court pressure now, much more intense than early in the first part of the second half. It was very intense all during the first half. Now top of the key, that's number 3, Nathan Burkhardsmeyer. To the near side, number 4, Washa. New Prague, very patient. They were down by as much as 11 midway through the first half. They fought back at the end of half number 1 to come within 3 or 4. They cut it to 3, and now they're down 5 with the ball. With it, LaRue, and now we got a foul. It's going to be on Jaden Wilson. He doesn't agree, obviously, from that body language, but watch Donnelly come in. He's so quick. What are you going to do if you're Sanji? Kind of caught in no man's land there, number 21, and Donnelly makes him pay with the left-handed drive in, off the board and in. 12:33 to go, 40-35 our score. Throw in, across the timeline, Kavanaugh, and he goes to backcourt, almost intercepted by the emerging Christian Wiggins. Remember his name. Sanji, quick look underneath. Washa took some time there, and I think if he'd gone up right away, he might have had a decent chance, but he hesitated and he couldn't do anything. And now Sanji underneath, can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of guess who? Christian Wiggins. Hesitation, drives, draws contact, and there's going to be a foul before the shot. So it'll be a side out, and there's only 2 team fouls. And here's that hesitation But nice job by Kavanaugh and a good foul by him, actually, in a tough-fought game. 12-10 remaining. Throw in underneath. 5-point lead for the Red Knights. Donley to Christian Wiggins, the freshman back to Donley. He's wide open, takes the three, off the back of the rim. Rebound Wilson underneath, him against LaRue. And the foul on LaRue as Wilson hits the deck. LaRue protests the call. And if we have a replay, you can judge for yourself. There's the shot by Donley. Jaden with the offensive rebound, battling with LaRue. Some contact, and yes, he got him on the wrist for sure. So at the line, number 24, leading scorer at 17.8 a game, Jaden Wilson. With a 5-point lead with 12:01 to go, second half. Red Knights, number 1 in the state, being challenged here at home in their final regular season game. And I think it's a good challenge for them. They are going to run into the heat coming in the sections, and of course, their goal is state tournament, St. Paul XL Energy Center, or wherever they're going to play it. Williams Arena in Minneapolis, or Target Center. All right, now Wilson with his second. And he gets that to go. So Wilson now quietly starting to build up his point totals. Still below his average, and look at the full court pressure as Kavanaugh just gets it into Sanji. Let's watch the 10-second rule. Sanji works his way up, comes all the way down, scoops it up, off, contact, perhaps, no call. Now Donley off to the races. Quick pickup, now outside to Ron Lee. Ron Lee drives underneath to number 15, Caden Wells, the junior, averaging 6.1 a game, gets that to go, and now the lead is back to 9. And the full court pressure is relentless by the Red Knights. Now Sanji, they let up there just a little bit. They've got to be breathing a little bit more easily with the 9-point lead as the Trojans close the gap. And there is Sanji, tough as nails. 21. George Sanji. And now we got a whistle and a substitution right there. He drew the contact, no call, gets it to go. In a very intense matchup here. Clock stopped with 11:17 to go. 7-point differential, and back on the other end just prior was Caden Wells, the junior. Now underneath, no call there. Sanji with the fake comes in, establishes position off the board. Kavanaugh off the rebound and in. Big offensive rebound for the Trojans. Brings them within 5. 11:02 to go. Now in the front court, number 3, Ron Lee. Top of the key, Donley. Quick with him and Sanji. What a matchup those two are tonight. It's like Magic and Larry Bird, those two. Now Wells underneath off Kata's knee and into the hands of Washa. The steal attempt by Ron Lee. And is that a turnover caused by Lee? I think it is. What great defensive hustle by number 3, Ron Lee. My goodness. That's how you win big games, is hustle like that. There's Damian Johnson, head coach, talking it over. Big turnover there for the Red Knights, 10:38 to go. My goodness. Now Donley into the front court, top of the keys, him and Sanji. What a war those two are having, and look at Donley. That is big time Division I college stuff right there. Just a sophomore for the Red Knights. Now Washa coming up against Ron Lee. Into the front court, Sanji and Donley. I love this matchup tonight. Now driving. Kicked out to Washa. He steps back and launches the 3. In and out. Rebound. Wiggins off the hands. And there's going to be a foul away from the play on number 24, Gavin Solheide for New Prague. You judge for yourself. Let's see if it got. There's the in and out. Rebound. And there's Solheide. It was right before our camera angle there, but the call on Solheide. That's the 4th team, his 2nd personal. Here is the shot. Outside by Washa there, right there. You can see the pushing. Oh, and he pulled him, didn't he? Good call by the official because it looked like it could have been disguised, but it was definitely a little tug there by number 24, Gavin Solheim, and he gets busted, rightfully so, and that's a foul. 4 team now on New Prague. Donley, boy, I could watch this kid play all day. Now, Ron Lee. What a contributor this guy has been tonight as he comes in the left side and he gets rejected by Solheim. Look out, here comes New Prague into the front court. They're down 7. 9:23 to go. What a battle this is. Solheim struggling on the far side. Now to the top of the key, number 4, Washa. 9:10 to go. Wait till they get the shot clock in high school basketball. It's going to be nuts. All right, now Washa. Although I don't know if it's a good idea. I love this defensive struggle. I think it's excellent basketball to watch. And now a foul stops the clock with 8:57 to go. Here comes Kavanaugh scrapping his way. And there is some contact, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul going to be called on number 3, Ron Lee. And as I look up, or excuse me, on number 4. Or no, that is Lee. So Lee, I think he's got 4 personal fouls. So he's 1 and he's gonna have a seat. That's 4 team fouls, and Kavanaugh converts his first of 2. And here's his second. The senior Kavanaugh having a great night for the Trojans. He cuts the lead to 5 with 8:53 to go. So far, New Prague hasn't put any full court pressure on, and now we got a whistle on the far side, and we've got an injury, and number 3, Nathan Burkhardsmeyer, may have a bit of a bloody nose, and so he's going to come out and get that taken care of. So that was the reason for the whistle. And he's just off our camera view, getting, he must have taken a hit underneath. And this has been a very physical game. If you like Big Ten Division I basketball, this is very reminiscent of that type of game, and it's been really entertaining. I think it's been well officiated, well played by both sides. Very entertaining. We got a 5-point differential, and so I guess it's an injury timeout, and they are tending to the floor there. There might be some droplets. It's also very dry this time of year, end of the winter. And now I'm watching here number 3, Nathan Burkhardsmeyer. They're going to try to get him back in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. He does have some gauze in the left nostril where he's bleeding. So he will rest, as I do see 5 players now out there for New Prague. So he's going to have a seat. We'll see how long he remains, but he's played most of the game. All right, now 8:49 to go. Throw in, uncontested. There is Christian Wiggins off the bench, and he is staying on the floor, and that's a good move if you're Damian Johnson and a Red Knight fan. Now Jaden Wilson on the post, and he gets it to go, and he's now starting to find his range here, starting to get in the zone. You listen to Trent Tucker's show on K-Fan. When you're in the zone, you're playing well. All right, now here come New Prague Trojans to the left side. Kavanaugh, LaRue, and Wilson. Puts it down, now to the near side. New Prague shows excellent poise out there, don't they? Washa comes in traffic, rebound, and there is another foul on Solheim. That's 2 in a row by him underneath, kind of a after effects play. And that's now 5th team underneath here. He tried to get possession, and boy, I don't know if that was a little bit more touchy of a call, but it is the call. That's the 3rd personal on number 24, Solheim. So 4 team fouls, 4 on the Red Knights, 5 on the Trojans. Now number 1 with it. Jaden Daisy steps back and off the rim, the board and in. Great touch on display, and now a 9-point lead for the Red Knights. Back in now is number 3. He had the bloody nose, Burkhardsmeyer, and now he gives up the turnover underneath. Ball loose, and we're gonna have a foul on New Prague. Looks like Kavanaugh right here on the turnover underneath. Boy, that could have been a travel before. I mean, we couldn't see his feet in our camera, but it looked like he might have been shuffling his feet before the foul. Wasn't called, of course, and he's at the line. That's Jaden Daisy, averaging 13.2 a game, 60% from the free throw line on the year. The junior makes his first, and now a 10-point lead, and with this make, it will match their largest of the game tonight. They had an 11-point lead about this juncture in the first half, and so it's do or die here for the Trojans. I feel they gotta get it going here if they want to make a game of it from here on out. Red Knights looking to close it out on senior night before the sections begin next Wednesday. Trojans now, they're better than their 7-18 record, that's for sure. Very scrappy, tough team. LaRue underneath to number 4, Washa. Washa, step out from the post. Christian Wiggins on him. He backs it up. Very patient. Burke Hardsmeyer. Wilson on him. Burke Hardsmeyer looking for any type of room, and he forces that bounce pass in the middle, and Christian Wiggins again there to get the tie-up. And I think the possession arrow favors the Trojans. I don't have a visual cue of that, but oh, maybe I do. Now that I look, I can see the scores table. No, I can't see what's displayed on the court. I think I can see the light behind where the scorer, so maybe I'll have a better indication. I just noticed that. Now, 6:50 to go here, first half. LaRue, top of the key. He'll go down low. He and Wilson been battling it out. Now at the top of the key, Burke Hardsmeyer drives in. He's got the room, and they're going to call the foul, and it looks like it's going to be on Donley, as he was nodding his head, acknowledging it right here. Yep, he got him on the wrist. So very honest and transparent by Jaleel Donley, going, yep, I got him. Trojans need to make these free throws if they want to stay in this one, and they make that one. They cut it to 10 with 6:35 to go. There's Burke Hardsmeyer, the senior, averaging 6 a game. And he gets that to go. He was injured briefly with a bloody nose. Looks like he's recovered well from that. 6.5 to go, second half. Red Knights with a 9-point lead. Number 1 team in the state. Christian Wells drives the lane, kicks it out to Daisy from the outside, and boy, that is just too good. If you're a Red Knight fan, that is awesome. And now the interception by number 24, Wilson, and now it gets taken back by Sanji. Lead pass ahead and leads them too far. Kavanaugh can't quite catch up to it. Good idea for New Prague. And they're now down 12, largest lead for the Red Knights, and we watch that sweet shot by Jaden Daisy. He averages 13.2 a game, and you can see Exhibit A right there as to why. Now down low, Wilson looking for his 17. He gets it to go, and now he's going to go to the line, and that's going to be on Kavanaugh. 17. And the Red Knights starting to take over here and just wear down the Trojans as Jaden Wilson feeling it big time, muscling it up there off the glass and in, and he'll get the and one as he goes to the line. That's the 4th team foul on Kavanaugh, so he'll have a seat. Checking in for him, number 24, Gavin Solheide. These New Prague Trojans have come a long way, and they put up a heck of a fight on the road, but right now they're starting to get worn down by the overwhelming talent of the Red Knights. As they continue the full court pressure, if they have had it on relentlessly. Now coming in, Washa, and he altered his shot. I don't think he needed to do that, and that was the intimidation by Jalen Wilson, but he's gonna draw the foul. Or no, it went out of bounds. So it's going to be a throw in underneath, or they're trying to sort it out. 5:46 remaining. Not sure what the issue is, but they're going to do a substitution. Kavanaugh, as Coach Dan Paterka was trying to think he's going to substitute him. And I think that's Washa again. and he is having another issue with that nose. That was the reason for the delay. So Washa, he was sat out briefly with a bloody nose, and it looks like it's reemerged. Now on the far side, that's number 4. Washa, his shot off the rim, and Prague's gonna have to almost shoot perfectly to get back into this one and have some fortuitous turnovers. Now here come the Red Knights into the front court, and a rare steal by Solheim on Jaleel Donnelly, the sophomore. That doesn't happen very often. Great scrappy play by the Trojans. Now Sanji picks up his dribble, gets it to Solheim just in time. Now Solheim, look at the height differential between those two. I don't know why they don't go post up Solheim. When you see that height differential, you got to do that even if you're not normally a post player. Sometimes you see that with a tall point guard against a shorter one. You post him up down low. Now underneath to LaRue, top of the key. Great ball rotation, Washa. Now underneath Kavanaugh, and great defense by number 1 for the Red Knights, Jaden Daisy. I look at the clock, 4:43 remaining. Lead now 15. 58-43, largest of the night. Red Knights seem to be firmly in control with 4.5 minutes to go. Crossover dribble, drives, contact drawn, and a charge call on Jaden Daisy, and you can see by his body language he was not impressed with that call or his own play. You judge for yourself. He comes in, yeah, that's a charge. Clearly position was established. And this game has been rough, folks, but it's been good. Good, clean, physical, well-played game by both sides. Thoroughly enjoyable. Glad you're with us here on ParkTV 16 Sports. Now the Trojans into the front court. And they're going to be reckoned with. I don't know where their section or who they play, but I wouldn't want to play these Trojans. I'll tell you what. Now here come the Red Knights. Donnelly, look at the show with the left hand. Number 5 goes the length. 4 minutes to go. 17-point lead. It's just overwhelming here for the Red Knights. Relentless defense. Now underneath LaRue, and they're going to call a foul before the shot. 1-and-1's going to be the call, and that is the 7th team foul on the Red Knights. So let's be a 1-and-1 as you can see the referee, and watch Donnelly come in so smooth. Right up there and off the glass and in. That sophomore is really good, folks. Jaleel Donnelly. Worth the price of admission. Now Spencer LaRue, also worth the price of admission. This new Prague team is fun to watch. What a great matchup these two have been. The city versus the country, great dynamic, well played. Metro West Conference rivalry. Both teams very respectful, really fun to be here tonight. Glad you're with us on ParkTV 16 Sports. 3:40 to go. Donnelly takes it easy, brings it across the line. They've got a 16-point lead in the ball, and they're in no hurry to do anything. Let's watch Donnelly go to work here. See if he puts on a show. Comes in, and nice interception by number 3, Burkhardsmeyer. There's the show right there on defense. New Prague, they're not going to go away easily here, folks, even down 16. Now they're in the front court. To the near side to number 24, Gavin Solheim. Top of the key, Sanji. And Solheim, he trips, and it's going to be a turnover or a foul. Oh, they're going to call the foul on the Red Knights, and the home student section can't believe it. Judge for yourself at home with the replay. I think Solheim felt he tripped on his own feet, but he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1 as they called the foul on number 15, Caden Wells. It's all academic here. I don't think the outcome is in doubt here with a 15-point lead. So Solheim, though, makes the first of a 1-and-1. Kavanaugh's going to check in here and gets that one to go. So, you know, actually, maybe not. 14-point lead, 3:03 to go. A turnover here or there and a 3 here and there. It could change real quick. So don't go anywhere. And I think Donley and the Red Knights are smart to not try to hustle an offensive possession here. They want to work the clock a little bit. New Prague is a dangerous team if they get hot. That's Ron Lee on the near side. He steps back and delivers the shot off the board, and the rebound by, was that Caden Wells? Yes. Flying, knifing in on the rebound. And there is Ron Lee's shot off the board, and here comes Wells on the one-timer. He couldn't quite get it to go, and the foul was called on New Prague. That's their 8th team, 3rd personal on Nathan Burkhardsmeyer. And Christian Wells, looks like he rushed that free throw, and that fell off the rim. 2:43 to go, 14-point lead for the Red Knights. A make here will extend it to 15. Off the rim, rebound though. Jaden Wilson gets, off the board. Second offensive rebound by the senior. And what a shot by number 13, Huther, on senior night. He gets a basket with 2:30 to go. He'll never forget that. And now the interception by Caden Wells as he comes in and he draws the block on number 3, Burkhardsmeyer. And he'll go to the line. Right there, the shot comes off. Huther, the senior, puts the power dribble and off the backboard and in. A beautiful looking shot. In his final home game of his Red Knight career, according to the bio, he's going to be playing football at St. Thomas next fall, Division I. And that's a special basket for that kid. Is the only senior on this number 1 team in the state, the Red Knights. Now into the front court. Burkhardsmeyer scraps it away, finds Sanji in the corner, and his 3 off the back rim. And now Donley with it. Look how quick he is. Coming right in. Quick shot. Magic style. Huther gets a second shot. And his senior night just got better. With 2 minutes to go. 64-46. Now Sanji into the front court. Tries to drive on Huther. He goes down on his own, and a last-minute fall on Huther. Why not? There it is. I don't know. Could have been a good no call, actually. Looked like he had all ball, but when you're reaching in, they're usually going to call it regardless. Just the reality in basketball. So at the line is number 21, and he's had a great night, hasn't he, George Sanji? Played an excellent game tonight. He gets that to go. And the student section is having a good old time as they are cheering on. They're 21-4, about to go 22-4 into the sections. They're the odds-on favorite to make the state tournament in Section 6-3A. Now we've got substitutions as the New Prague Trojans are going to wave the white flag and get some players off the bench to get some varsity experience, which I think is a very benevolent and classy move by Coach Dan Paterka. And there is a timeout on the court, likely just to regroup the reserves checking in to make sure they're on the same page as we look at some Red Knight parent fans. They were given a run here tonight, weren't they, at the end of the first half? The Trojans closed it to within 5. They were actually within 2, Kept it close midway through the second half, and finally the Red Knights' talent and tenacity just overwhelmed New Prague tonight. And now they have a 16-point lead with 1:52 to go. Sections will start next Wednesday. We won't be here, unfortunately, but you should come down to the arena here in St. Louis Park, right off Highway 100 and Minnetonka Boulevard, Cedar Avenue. Come watch this team. It's great entertainment, more than worth the price of admission. All right, now the alley-oop to Huther, the senior, from Donley. And boy, is this team happy for the senior. He's got the last 6 points. Listen to the home crowd go crazy as we look at the alley-oop to Huther. He'll show his grandkids that in 50 years, won't he? Awesome. What a great night. Look at Huther. The heart and soul right there. 1:23 to go. Timeout on the court. And the alley-oop laid by number 13, Elliot Huther. And there is the student section. They've been on their feet, enthusiastic all game long. As they say, good stuff. Good stuff on ParkTV 16 Sports. 1:15 to go. New Prague, and they have played very well. What an impressive squad they are. Classy team. Rebound now into the hands of number 33. That's Owen Coogan, a freshman. Coogan now getting some varsity experience. Bounce pass down low. Played by number 50. And I don't have a name for him. Unless I do, I can't find one. I apologize. And now New Prague with the ball. That's number 11, Kobe Bless. Interception by Coogan, the freshman. And he gets it to go. And the crowd is going crazy for number 33 off the bench. There might be a backstory I'm not aware of, but look at the interception. He might be a star in the making. I'm feeling. He didn't play at all, but this kid could be the future as well for the Red Knights. They are having a great time in the old town tonight here in St. Louis Park. And there, Owen Coogan, a freshman, another rising star. He gets that off the backboard to go in. He is a crowd favorite out there, and he's got some talent. 34 seconds to go, 69-48, 21-point lead. To the near side, coming in, drawing the foul, is number 22 for New Prague, as he gets the equal amount of treatment. That's Truman Arens, the senior guard, and another senior tonight, having a special final regular season game. Truman Arens, senior guard, gets the basket and the and one with 28.5 seconds. And if he's a senior like the program says, he's going to remember that. Good for him. Just great stuff going on here all over the place on so many spheres. Now Coogan, this kid can play, folks. I hope we get to do a few more games next year. All right, now a turnover there, or no, a foul. Oh, what? They called an offensive foul on the Red Knights with 18 seconds to go. Throw in underneath, so the final outcome is academic. Now with the ball for New Prague, that was number 12. Troy Davis, the junior. Top of the key, the senior again. Oh, and it gets stuck. Can you imagine that? And that's going to be treated like a jump ball, so possession arrow will go to the Red Knights. 4 seconds remaining. Our score 69-51. Red Knights are going to go to 22-4 on the year. What a year for the Red Knights. That's Coogan in the front court. Takes the final shot and off the rim, and there's your final buzzer. But the Red Knights complete an unbelievable 22-23 campaign. They finished the regular season at 21-4. New Prague falls to 7-19, but look out for them. They're sneaky good. So for Paul Broden, our producer, Maddie and Cameron, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again